Hello, namaste, or adab. Theatre is that art form that helps us find ourselves and discover who we could become. It challenges the way we think, inspire, transform, and educate us in many ways. And today, to know more about the nuances of this art, we have a renowned theatre practitioner, Anamika Gautam, with us. Anamika Gautam is a highly dedicated, creative, passionate, versatile, seasoned teacher and a theatre specialist. She has rich experience of about 25 years in the field of teaching, drama, production and direction, coaching and developing life skills. She has successfully produced, directed, and presented many plays in the last few years, like वो किसने उठाया पहला पत्थर, Geeta, wedding album, The Blue Umbrella, and Women of Ramayana. Lots of workshops and street plays have been conducted under her mentorship. So let's talk to this multi talented personality, Anamika Gautam. Hello, good evening, Anamika. Welcome to our show.
Good evening, Shweta. Very good evening to you. Nice to see you.
Same here, same here. And this is basically our session, which is called Ask the Master, in which we call the masters of their fields, like you are the master of theater. So we talk to the masters and we try to know about their profession. We try to know about their passion, their journeys, and we want to learn a lot from them. So I'm sure you are going to give us a lot of experiences, and we are going to go with a lot of takeaways, a lot of new learnings from you. So
Yeah,
Anamika,
Shweta, I'll try my best. And I feel a bit, conscious when you call me a master because I don't feel that way. I have a far, far too way to go. I'm just been there for some time and I'm enjoying it. That's it. And I'll
but I'm
definitely
sure,
share because I'm so passionate
yeah.
about what I do. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure we are going to learn a lot from you today, Anamika. So I just want to know first that how did this love for theater develop? How did it start?
Okay, so love for theater, actually, like everybody else, it was pleasure of performance, right? Everybody, we feel so happy when we perform something. But in a true sense, it developed when I saw the proof of theater in my teaching.
Right.
And I saw the changes in the children after they performed something and after undergoing the process of theater. So that's what made me fall in love into theater with theater. Yeah.
Wow, that's lovely. And what does theater mean to you? How special is it? What exactly, are the meanings of this art form for you? How special is it for you?
Shweta, it is my life now, and I regret that why was I not into it before? Why did I join it so late in my life? But it's always, whenever there is a time, then only you have
Yeah,
everything has a
that's
time that it enters your life. So I'm very passionate about it, and I'll definitely share with you as we progress into the chat how it has affected me and how I have seen the impact of theater onto people.
right.
This is my life. It is my way of spreading happiness. I want to take theater to each and everybody to the maximum. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's nice. That's really nice to know about it, Namika. And you have done so many plays, and I'm sure you have worked with a lot of, age groups also. You have worked with kids also. You have worked with young adults. You have worked with adults also, and, and so on. So, any particular age group that you find is more entertaining and challenging?
Oh, wonderful question, Shweta. That's what I want. You would be interested in what I'm going to tell you. See, kids have a different traits, and
Yeah.
then teenage. Teenage comes with its own, weirdness, right?
Right,
But
right.
what I have seen so far is I've seen adults, no matter what age, change
Okay.
into teenagers as soon as they enter theater. They
Wow, that's
forget their
lovely.
age, whether they are 70, 60, 50, or in any age. They start behaving like teenagers. They start enjoying it so much, and that's what I love about it. Once they are into it, they throw away their facade, whatever they have, and after
Yeah,
some time, they're just enjoying like kids. That's what
yeah.
theater does to them. Yeah,
That's lovely, Anamika. And I still remember, like I've been a kindergarten teacher all my life.
yeah,
And the moment a kindergarten teacher enters into the classroom and you are surrounded by all those little, chirpiness which is there
yeah,
around you, you forget all your worries. You forget everything. I think so is the same, kind of an experience that you have there on the stage when you see your children. Of course, even they are adults, but they have been,
yeah.
guided under
They are
your
your children.
mentorship. Yeah,
Yeah,
so they are
Shweta, it
your
really
children,
makes me happy. And I don't think if my children of 50 or 60 or 74 years do understand this or not, but they really make me so, so happy. I feel like, I'm on top of the world when they're enjoying themselves on stage. Yeah,
no, I'm sure they must be feeling the same because that's the happiness that you have given, and that is what they are,
they
portraying
have
there
given
on the
me this
stage.
by
So
being
that's
there.
something mutual which happens
Yeah,
there.
it's mutual.
That,
Very true.
yeah, so that's really lovely to know about that, Anamika. And you have done so many, shows till date. So, which is your most satisfying show?
Most satisfying show. Uh, Shweta, whenever I think about having a production or a show, there is always a message in my mind. It goes
Right.
on. You see around you, and then it struck you what you want to portray, what you want to show people, what kind of a message that you want to give. And
Yes.
so every play that I have done so far has had a message, and it is in my heart. But there was this show, Women of Ramayana, that happened.
Okay.
That was Mom's Theatre's first production, and the thought itself was very, liberating and very intriguing when it came into my mind that how the women of Ramayana would have behaved with each other if they were put under one roof. That was the thought behind that
Right.
play.
Okay.
And it amazes me still. We have had 5 shows till now of Women of Ramayana. Every time with different people, different set of women, and every time I've seen how it changes women and how sensitive it is, and I enjoy every time we do Women of Ramayana. So this is, I think it is still special. Yeah, it is very
That's lovely.
satisfactory when I see that. Yeah.
Great, great, Anamika. And like as we are talking about the play, which focuses on the women who were there in the Ramayana, I really want to ask one more question, which is related to women only. That women of today, they are indeed very strong-minded, and they are a sort of go-getters. But what is that power, or what is that force that you feel that motivates them to chase their dreams?
Their own limitation, their challenges, Shweta. A woman is always challenged because she is a
Yeah.
multitasker. She is doing so many things. Her mind is always going well for the children, for the family, and everybody. And there are so many challenges, and sometimes she's not able to do what she wants to. The
Right, right.
things are there, and she has to. But those challenges, those limitations are the motivation for her, because this has happened with me, and I have seen it happening to so many other women. The more the challenges, the more motivated they are. Why not this? Okay, we will do it, come whatever.
Hmm.
We have to do this. And it, in a way, it satisfies them when they are able to achieve what they intend to, after being limited in so many other things, and they have to do this and then that, and then sometimes they have to put themselves, some behind so many things, and
Yes, yeah,
still
absolutely.
they don't hesitate. They know, they're focused. Once it comes to their mind what they have to do, nothing comes in between. They are motivated with every challenge, every limitation. That's what I feel. I don't
Yeah,
know whether the people are going to relate with it or not, but this goes for me at least.
See, I think every situation is seen from a different perspective. Like the way you have seen the situation is giving a very positive kind of thing to the challenges also that come to our life. That don't get demotivated by them, but accept them and move on. Face that
Yes,
challenge and come out of that
come
situation.
out of that.
So that
That's
is
why
very
I've said, Shweta, when I say that once they are focused,
yeah,
it is, it takes a lot of time in realizing what we exactly want,
right.
right? So, and then we realize how to get it, whether it is possible or not, whether I should or not. But once they are fine with it, once they know that this is what they want and this is the right way,
Yeah.
then come what challenge, it doesn't bother them. It only makes them go stronger about it.
Yes.
एक
That's
कहावत है नहीं कि जब तक कोई चैलेंज ना हो तब तक मजा भी तो नहीं होता ना उस चीज को करने में. If
absolutely.
there is a problem, you have something behind it. You will definitely be happy, or you're not going to get something wonderful. So that's how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah, till the time we are there in a comfort zone, we don't try to, try for anything new. We don't try to, jump out of that and, try something new in our lives. It's only
Yeah.
when the challenges they stop us और वो अंदर कुछ दबा रहता है और फिर होता है कि नहीं इसे हासिल करना है. तो वो
Yeah.
चीज होती है basically. I feel I completely agree with what you have said just now,
Yeah, and by
Anamika.
the time you also realize ki whether it is going to, if it fizzles out, that means it was never going to happen. If it
Yeah.
doesn't stays in your mind and you are really, still, nahi yaar, I have to do it. Then that means you are going to go about it. Yeah.
That's true. And Anamika, you are there on the stage yourself, and you are, having so many other people also there on the stage. You are pushing them, you are, giving them a direction in their lives. So, how do you feel that the person evolves through art and theater? You must have seen their, the moment they have started their journey and now where they have reached. So, how do you think they have evolved?
Two ways, Shweta. Art and art, any kind of art, it makes you, it takes you towards self realization. It
Right.
connects you with yourself, with the self.
Perfect. True.
And it is true that everything starts from self. You have to think about yourself, go within, and then come out with what you want, and then you can go to others, to your peripheral things, and then the circles, and then whatever we, how we. It is individual. It is very individual, and it
Right.
is with all the art. Every art means whether it is painting or dancing or poetry. इट आपका आपसे साक्षात्कार, आप खुद से रूबरू होते हो, खुद से खुद तक जाते हो. एंड
बिल्कुल.
व्हाट आई फील थिएटर इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम देम इज, थिएटर में आप दूसरों के लिए सेंसिटिव भी उतना ही होते हो, राइट? यू
Yeah.
नो हाउ टू एक्सप्रेस व्हाट यू फील. जैसे बाकी आर्ट्स ने आपको अपने आप से कनेक्ट किया, थिएटर ने आपको दूसरों से भी कनेक्ट किया, बिकॉज जो आप एक्सप्रेस कर पा रहे हो in a better way, in more effective manner, the others are getting connected to you,
Yeah.
right? So
True.
you become more sensitive towards other, you know about others, and you become interested, you can understand them better. हर चीज अफेक्ट हो जाती है, then relationships are better and everything I think it's goes easy, life becomes easy, what I
More
say.
smooth. It
Yeah.
becomes more smooth. Once you are connected with yourself, it becomes more
Yes.
smooth for you to
Yes,
deal with others as well.
exactly.
Yeah, that's true. And Anamika, like people who are there on the stage, is it that they already have some kind of a quality to be there on the stage, or they learn or acquire some traits during that journey only?
Shweta, we all are different. Every individual is different. So there
Right,
are natural performers, okay, जिनको कोई problem नहीं होती है, they are bindas, एकदम से पहुंच जाते हैं, and they get polished, right?
right,
When they
right.
enter theater, they are polished. They can polish their skills, and they do it all in much, much, much better ways. And those, even those who are not that, they undergo a process. theater is a process where everybody gets a chance to do better. They become a better version of themselves,
Yeah.
because it is a modality which really is very satisfying. It works on every way of your, I mean, it changes your perspective. It changes your appearances, because you become more conscious about things.
Right.
You are thinking in a different manner. It is affecting your thinking. You are studying so many characters. आपके सामने लाइफ के कैरेक्टर्स आते हैं. You're studying
Yeah.
them. So you're a better person. You understand people in a better way. So
You
it
get
is
connected to the emotions
all
as well.
kinds of people,
Yeah.
चाहे वो performer हैं या नहीं हैं,
Right.
they they polish themselves up by undergoing that. So I cannot say I've seen totally non-performers doing so well in theater. And in school I've seen that, in even when the children never used to perform better, take them into theater. And after
Right.
that उनका अपना परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा आ जाता था, स्टडीज में परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा आ जाता था, एंड दे वर बेटर, हैप्पी बीइंग्स. They changed
Yes.
into
Yes.
happy beings, not cribbing always and not getting scolding, and then there's a difference that you can easily spot. Yeah.
Right. If we right, Namika, if we talk about the theater in school, I have noticed that whenever there is a function in the school or the theater which is there at the, we can say annual function, theater is always there in the end of the year. So there were only a few children who were being chosen. Normally, with what I have seen, there are few children who are chosen for those particular characters and roles, and most of the students are left behind. So what should be done, to hone their skills and polish them a little more so that everybody can get involved? Because this is a thing that I have seen continuously all these years during my teaching tenure also, that few children, that you can say, just the cream is being chosen, as we say, for the theater, and rest are participating in either dance or art or singing or choir and all these things. They're part of that. But I think, because it's an expression which every child should come up with, so what do you think, how can it be, a little changes can be done during for in the school system and curriculum for that?
Yeah, Shweta. For this, actually, you need to understand two basic things. That theater is not only about performance. जब theater का नाम
Right.
आता है, तो we all think about the performance. एक
Yes, absolutely.
annual function is coming up, so there is a need for children, and then we are auditioning them, and we are picking the cream because it is happening once a year or twice a year, something like that. So it is
Yeah.
totally performance based. But when we talk about theater, it has two aspects. It's one, performance and process, right?
Right.
And the magic happen during the process. It never
Yeah.
happens during the performance, right? So the process is very important. We cannot, yeah, this is a challenge for the teachers as well, that they cannot take so many children. Okay. So but
Right.
what we can do is, we can introduce the process of theater to each and every child.
Yeah.
Maybe that child who is shy may not be able to participate this year, but by next year, that child is going to come up nicely because he is undergoing the process right now. So that's how I see happening, theater happening in the schools and organizations, whichever we are talking about. Being a teacher myself, I've seen that. And here, theater has to be the, a modality, a tool to bring the best in the children.
Right. Right.
But we are not using
Ye-
theater like this till now. And that's what I am trying to do. Whatever I am able to do, whichever number I am able to take in my workshops, I am just I'm just taking the children through the process. And that is why I can see that, I can answer you right now, because while I was in school and I was teaching, I used to have the same problem. So many children whom to take, and teachers has the pressure of putting up the best show, and then sometimes even if she wants to, she cannot. She has to take the cream. Those who are performing in a better way. So kya kare?
That's
You cannot, and you can side by side you can see the other children who are they're sitting like this, and they're not able to,
yeah.
want to dreamy eyes. So you want to do something for them. So that is why I say, two things have to be taken together: performance and process. So we cannot take all the children into the performance, but we can definitely take children through the process of theater. Yeah,
Right,
that should be
absolutely.
our
I
level. So
agree to that.
I'm thinking of teachers should be trained in theater also.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's very important because, there are so many hidden emotions which are there inside us, which actually need an outlet. And
yeah,
if we are experiencing that, I'm sure that little children who are, not able to express themselves so clearly, so, efficiently, they need that vent out.
they
So that is
do.
very,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. So that is very important for the children to, be a part of theater and, such activities where they're coming up with all those emotions, where they're expressing themselves. Expression is
yeah,
a very, very big thing for a child to develop. So
yeah,
I completely agree to that, that the process is more important than the final outcome. So,
yeah.
any particular incident, Anamika, that you remember during your school times, where you have seen that a change in any particular child, the way he has bloomed through that process, or he has come up with some expressions and some incidents or anecdotes, anything that you want to share with us?
Shweta, there have been so many examples. Sometimes it has been eye opening for me, things, because
Right.
even you need sometimes, you feel as if you were not doing the right thing. And there are so many children in the class, and you also depend on some good children, some good performers, and then suddenly you start doing something, and the child whom you were not expecting at all starts reacting.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then this is what you this is how it amazes you. What were you doing before? Why didn't you do it ballet? Right.
Huh.
So that has happened
True.
with me. Children have changed. And the stammering and stuttering in the
Yes.
children has absolutely gone after one or two performances, great performance, good performances. And the shyness, they overcome their shyness. This is though I always um, generally I see in my children whenever I take children for the workshop, summer workshops, maybe aisa hota hai, and but they themselves discuss, and then slowly, so first day, second day, third day, fourth day, and then they come out, and they
Yeah.
don't can't stop even, and then and they share with me so many things that they want their parents to change, and they are
Yeah.
sharing with me, ma'am, this is the thing, they are like this, and I want to do this, and what if it happens, why don't we do this? So they're giving their
Great
ideas, but
suggestions and
some children, over
creativities.
time, some children are born performers. So that is
Right.
it. But I have seen a lot of children change. Absolutely, they
Yeah.
shine after their performances are better in the studies, or their behavior changes because they are able to express more, and then
Yes.
they'll come to you time and again, man this, man that, because they're changing, and now you can't get irritated because you were craving for this, you were praying that these child should, this child should come up, and now the child is really coming up, so you're there, so it
Yeah.
pleases you immensely. Yeah, it is very satisfying.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, I also want to share one experience when I was teaching the kindergarten classes and we had this annual play. So the children, when they remember their dialogues and also the dialogues of other children also, and they keep prompting them, if a child is forgetting something and they keep prompting him ki aise bolo, ye tha, that
Yeah,
gives such a, a
yeah.
satisfying feeling. And of course, the teamwork that has developed amongst all the children, that
Hmm.
is something very unique and very good, pleasant to see that.
Yeah, it is
So
very rewarding.
yeah, it's very rewarding,
And
exactly.
today only it happened. I won't take the name, but one of my child, I have this session in theater now, and occasionally that I tell them to bhadas. I call that session. You bhadas
Okay.
nikalo. Whatever you feel, wrong about around you, tell me about it. Nikalo bhar, bilkul. Don't hesitate at all. Nobody is going to judge you.
Hmm.
I know nobody is going to share it, or we are not going to talk about it after that. Okay,
Right,
bhadas.
right.
So the children, they do it. And today I told them to go and have a conversation with anybody that you don't know in the premises that I take the
Mhm.
session in.
Okay.
And these children, they go, and after coming to me, they are telling me what they talked about. I said, because approach, they should know how to approach people. That's what I see,
Right.
that children are very, uh, self oriented. They don't want to talk to people, especially the strangers. Sometimes we are telling them not to talk to strangers, but still
Yeah.
they don't initiate the talks. So this is the session it was going on. So I said, you just spread yourself up and go and talk to people and tell me something interesting about them. So this girl is coming and she's telling me, ma'am, I was talking to him, and I said, I was talking to her. There was one employee in the organization, and I said, Didi, aap na bhadas nikalo.
Okay.
And I felt so happy. I said, you said bhadas nikalo? Yes, yes, ma'am. I said, nikali bhadas unhone. Yes, ma'am. She told me so many things about it, that when while she was growing up, she had this problem, that problem.
My
So
God.
that's very satisfying. See, they are using those, they are using the tools, they're exploiting what they are learning. That's very nice. Yeah.
That's lovely. And the name itself is so nice, Bhadas. There's so many things that we are carrying inside. और वो भड़ास ही होती है. Everyone wants to, vent out all those things. And good,
Yeah.
you are giving an opportunity to all the kids and everybody else around also to vent out all the things which are there stored inside us.
Yeah.
That's lovely. That's really nice. And Anamika, as I was going through the achievements that you have, done or gained till now, so I really want to know that as an actor, how different do you feel these are two zones, street play and stage play, street play and stage play? How different are they for you?
Very different. They're very different. First, ठीक है, we are conveying the message through both the both the forms, but street plays are loud and awareness campaigns. We are instantly, we have to go to the communities, and we want to make the impact, isn't
Right.
it? We want there and then we are giving the message,
Yes.
and we are interacting directly with the uh, audiences over there, and the audience could be anything.
Yeah.
It could
True.
understand theater or not. It could be the village, it could be it could be any place. So you have to be loud, you have to be so both are different forms of theater.
Yeah.
But and different kind of learning is there in both the forms. So
Right.
this time only, I was telling somebody, I was telling my moms, those people, those members who are with me in Moms Theatre, that we need to have the street theaters, more nukkad natak, to spread awarenesses. Or
Yeah.
in them, they are totally different from the stage performances, because those performances, very uh, set, very set. You are rehearsing through and through, and then you are performing, and then sometimes you have those written things. But in nukkar, sometimes you improvise so differently, it immediately it comes to you, and you are there and then you're performing, because you can see people out there, they are reacting to you, you are just amongst them. You don't have any stage over there where people are looking up to you. They will wait until the last dialogue, and then they will leave. And in the nukkar, you have to call them.
Yeah.
You have to have such techniques, or the totally different kind of
Right.
things.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Action based. Nukkad is more action based, more louder, and it does something different, and it affects you in a different ways. And उसके लिए आपको अपनी अलग तरीके से ट्रेनिंग करनी होती है. So it is very, both are different, but both are amazing, both are very lovely forms. So both ही बहुत
Right.
सब लोग enjoy करते हैं इसको. So but the audience is different. So we do it accordingly. We have to have the awareness campaigns. We use Nukkad Natak to spread the
Right.
message.
That
Like
is,
I think there's this doctor. She's a beautiful friend of mine, and she's a member of Mom's Theatre, and she's a gynecologist. And
okay.
she told me that why can't we do nukkad on so many problems like breast cancer, like we did before with Fortis, and there are so many problems that she wanted us to work with. So
Right.
we will do it, because then it is entirely different. We are not bothered how are we going to do it, or somebody is going to assess our performance. Nukkad, the main purpose is to give the message. Stage performance, the purpose is to do it better, to impact the audience. Paisa vasool
Right.
hona chahiye,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. That's true. In fact, when you were telling me about the street play, that you want to convey a message or you want to spread awareness through the street plays, so I was thinking about that only, and I was going to ask you the same thing, that what kind of, topic or problem you feel that is prevailing in the society that you want to take up during the street plays.
Yeah. Shweta, whatever comes across, whatever affects you as a person, as an individual,
Right.
like till now, the kind of plays I have made on mob lynching, because it used to trouble me. You know what troubles you, you want to make plays on.
Yeah.
And then there was this that LGBTQ, the when
Okay.
the decision by court came, Supreme Court came, that you have to accept them as a third gender.
Right.
Then the thought came into my mind कि okay, कानून तो बन गया, but what about the society? Are we
Yeah.
as individual able to ready to accept them? What would
Hmm.
happen in that scenario? So you kind of, you try to you spread awareness in the society about things. So those were the stage plays. And then nukkad, in a sense that aggression and anxiety among children, how do you deal with it? There's so little, they are having so much to, everything is open for them. We didn't
Yeah.
have internets, right? We didn't have to think what to do and
Absolutely.
what not. These children, they have, anything can happen. They are there, with the click of the finger
They
thing,
are
and
exposed to
you
a
can
lot
see
of
many things.
things.
So they have a lot of उनके लिए scares ज़्यादा है. So what can we do for them? So I generally talk with children, what is going on in your mind, and then we create nukkad nataks, because that is easy with the children. So they are
Right.
expressing themselves and they are writing it themselves. अभी हम लोग 28th को किरण नादर म्यूजियम में करने जा रहे हैं, and that play is written by one of the child only. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Lovely.
she's so keen, and it's really, I feel so happy with children. They're amazing. They're so intelligent, and it is the added responsibility on us to you know support them, to be like a back, not to criticize, and just give them some little direction, and then they bloom.
Yeah.
So
True.
that's what. So we are street plays are very effective for those kind of things, those kind of messages. Anger and anxiety ke upar. Then there was this play, was Cool Brigade, that the children did themselves. अपने आप उन्होंने बनाया था कि I was just asking कि what do you want? I mean, so many problems are there in the school. How do you behave in those things? And they were giving me the answers. And then I said, what do you want to do? You want to be the one who is making the things easy, or you want to be the one who is making the things impossible and creating problems for others? Easy,
Right.
but in their own way and stylishly, and this. And then they came out with Cool Brigade. So there should be cool brigades in the school, they were saying. Cool brigades hona chahiye, and they will take care of the students, and they can, because they know better than the teachers
Right. Right.
what's happening in the students. Yeah. So these kind of things happen, and we do, like in street plays, and spreading the messages through both the forms.
That's great, Anamika. And what a journey, and experiences that you've shared with us today. I mean, this is something you can say an eye opener also for many parents, many children, and for us also as individuals, that theater can do so many things and it can impact our lives in so many ways. So Anamika, you are a part of the theater. Theater is life for you. So where do you want to take it up to? Like which level do you want to take the theater to? Where do you see the theater? Where do you want the future of the theater to be?
Like I told you, Shweta, I think people are doing wonderful work these days. I can see theater, getting into the masses, and like 8 years ago, when I was thinking, I used to feel I have to go to Mandi House. Why not bring Mandi House to Noida? That's how I used to feel, and then I, started doing my bit, and I'm sure that so many other people must be thinking the same thing. That is why things are happening. It is not about one person. It is about manifesting that thing, and everybody is doing
Right,
their bit. So things happen that way, and still I want that theater is not used to its where it should be. Theater has the capacity. It is such a beautiful thing. It is a tool, and it is a modality which can be used in any field. Even I think drama therapy should be there in the hospitals. There's so many
right.
patients, and different different जो भी हम देखें problems भी देखें उसमें they need theater. They need to vent out what they have inside you. Whatever, when
Yeah.
we talk about the diseases, they have emotional impacts. It shatters
Yes.
people. People
True.
need theater. That's what I feel. When we talk about corporate need theater. They want to perform. They need to be, even every individual, they need to be the better person, whatever it is, isn't it? When
Yeah.
we talk about, see, you have taken degrees. I have done so many. I've done MBA, I've done B.Ed and whatnot. But these degrees I don't carry anywhere. But theater, it accompanies me everywhere, wherever I
Yeah.
go, because it has given me, uh, it has empowered me, right?
Right.
So
Right.
theater empowers you. You know what to do. You know what to how to behave. You know where exactly you are going wrong.
Yes.
You can fine tune yourself. You can polish yourself and the others. You have good judgment. You have understanding of people more. Right. So I think theater is needed in all the fields. I've been a teacher for 20 years, and now I want to, I'm designing a workshop, theater empowerment for teachers, uh, and I call it TEDs, and I feel it is such a monotonous job. I wish I could have that something called theater. हमारे लिए भी कुछ होता उस time पे when I was doing it.
Mhm.
It's you need to re-energize yourself. You're
Yeah.
entering, you're dealing with the children and those energy beings, and sometimes you get dull, you're tired. What to do? You're affecting the whole, the future community. So you
True.
need to be up and about, and you need to polish yourself and whatnot. So I think theater is needed in all the fields, Shweta, whether it's children or with all the age groups, children, old age, whatever. It doesn't, age no bar, and the place no bar. Everything should be, everybody should be able to enjoy theater. Yeah.
Absolutely true, Anamika. And I really wish and I hope that more and more individuals, whether it's men, women, or children, they must connect with the theater and they become a part of Ekk Junoon, your performing arts
It's
society.
not about
And
age, I just want कि
any,
everywhere जहाँ पर उन्हें मौका
yeah,
मिले, they should try at least. They should
yeah,
get into it. And कहीं ना कहीं अपने आप के ऊपर काम करें. Be the, try to work on yourself till you are alive. You
yeah,
are your greatest project, the biggest project. And when you are
true,
fine, when you are absolutely happy with yourself, it's a ripple effect. You spread happiness.
yeah.
And theater
So I
can really help you with that.
That's nice. And I really hope that we all find ourselves, we all find the true happiness within ourselves and find the right way also, to get that happiness. So it was really, really lovely talking to you, Anamika. It was such an enlightening session. You have talked so much about kids, about men, about women, about expressions, about the right techniques, and how we learn through the process. So thank you so much, Anamika, for giving us your precious time and sharing your journey, sharing all these experiences with us. It was really, really great having you on our show.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
so
you
much.
so much, Shweta. Thank you very much for calling me here for a beautiful chit chat session. And I must tell you, the questions that you have put up were really good. Wonderful questions, wonderful questions. Yeah,
Thank
and I
you.
thought that
Thank
they
you
could
so much.
bring out everything that I had in my mind. Thank you. I
Thanks,
would love to
Anamika.
connect with you. Yeah,
Sure, definitely. Me too.
lovely
Same here.
talking.
It was pleasure talking to you, and thanks to our lovely audience who connected with us today. And I'm sure they are going to go back with a lot of takeaways, a lot of learnings from you. So thank you so much, everyone. Stay
Thank you.
happy, stay calm, and keep smiling always. Thank you so
And do
much.
theater.
And yeah, absolutely, that's
Be
the
theatrical.
journey of the day.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you so much.